At the Frostbite Central. Jim, the incoming Northeast rep from Connecticut. Richie, Southern Region rep all the way from Texas. Willie Roberge, the 1 Mile Division co-founder. Larry, the 1 Mile Division director, is here today. Doug Engler, the regional business unit manager, which manages promotion in the New England Business Regional Promotional Business Unit. Matt Silcox, Western Region rep, all the way from California. Nearest cap is Andrew from New Jersey. How are you doing, Andrew? Welcome to the Frostbite Central. Steve Simmons, as he's appeared before. Here he is, doing what he does best, modeling people. Modeling people today. Ben Rosen is here today, all the way from Wareham. 1 Mile Division member. Tom Simmons from the 1 Mile Division. How you doing, Tom? And Mike Holmes from the 1 Mile Division. How you doing? What would you like to say to posterity?
Cap 4 is only for here.
People. Operating sessions would not be complete without Denny, who's done an awesome job of setting up this operating session.
So happy to be here.
Your first trip to the Frostbite. To the Northeast.
That's very nice, lad. I am impressed.
Troy, how you doing? Welcome to Video 98.
Golden. He's 1 million.
Check that out. And that's the style. Gold pants is in. So you're going to have 90s people on your layout.
Doug. Train helper.
Complete with switching activities.
Here comes the BPU.
Big Jack.
This is an inaugural run.
Back there. She's coming. Train dude. She's coming, I'll wait.
Pull the pin out of us over there or something.
That's
Let this thing
funny.
punch up.
Wow.
Pull the passed away whose lodge is right next to it, Ed J. He built that. Ed J? Yeah, that was his name. He lived in Boston. Yeah. He has passed away, but he built that from scratch. Yeah, but the Best Western though, I mean, that's still a great idea.
Like the best.
Yeah, but what do you...
Unfortunately, there's going to be some island sounds. Basically.
Yeah.
Tape record? No, you got circus sound.
And then you have the Army engine switching the yard. Yeah, and you can't forget about the conductor just something shows up his book. There's a couple of cars that are back to... How many locomotives do you have?
45 potatoes.
A couple of locomotives.
Atlas too. We're talking about like operating decent ones or like all of them? All of them I have.
Yeah, I know.
This is
All of them I have 50.
So people painter, because he does awesome at it.
that way I can
Yes.
I don't know if you can find someone to do your crew.
Very good, man. Very good.
Let me show you guys this.
There's another one.
All these boards, they have 3.
And there's another one. Hey, there he is. How you doing, Troy? Glad to see you here. The only reason why I made it back from Boston is because of Troy.
I got it.
I'm putting the recent cars in alphabetical order.
Takes a lot of work.
Dang, I didn't feel it.
Making this whole operation work.
Yeah, he's secondary crew. I was running it. Now he's got control of it. He came in. I got tired. Thinking eventually it'll come back around. That's exactly how this is. Well, that is it'll come back around in 20 minutes.
Like the sound of it's around. Oh, circus sound.
Why did I do that?
Because it's a crappy little...
Here, hang on.
Steve is still painting people.
Holy moly, you on the U.S. Navy?
U.S. Army.
Army.
Oh, good.
That's a nice looking switcher. Oh, that was sick.
right.
Yeah! I guess that way maybe we'll give a clear amount.
Okay, we gotta go claim the double-decker cars as soon as possible.
Upper deck. This is a double-decker inside the MBTA. MBTA. All right. Up in the double-decker.
We got a seat for you. It's that guy with the camera again.
The sideboard.
Okay, cool. Hopefully, oh yeah. I use my slide as these, that's why you hide, you might not train company.
The countdown is on. Whoa. There it is.
The Cape Cod Railroad ran here, and then it became the Cape Cod Central Railroad. And then that was merged with the Old Colony Railroad, which was purchased by the New Haven, which was bought out by the Penn Central. There was a Penn Central gondola back there. Yeah. Big Colony.
Andrew!
You know what's bad when they're expanding into the big jet?
And you can almost see that.
Oh, some scrap. Oh, in that Amtrak train back there. Sending it to Newton.
Hello, goodbye.
Hello. South Station, entrance. Which one's Drew's train?
You can probably do that pretty easily.
Andrew has left the building.
That's our Needham Heights. The 310 Needham Heights is now ready for boarding on track number 6.
find around your house, or if not, it's a quick trip to an Office Depot or a office supply store to get everything you need. Now the first one is the thin cardboard, something like this. This is good for doing like the sheathing on the outside of a building, or building smaller buildings, even sometimes streets or roads. Second one is a corrugated cardboard. This is the heavy duty stuff. This stuff I usually use for roofs and anything that I can get away with using this thick kind of cardboard, nobody can really tell. This, of course, you can find in most packing materials and cardboard boxes and anything out there. Usually uses that material. Third one I use is stuff they call illustration board. This is only a small sample. Normally this stuff is sold in very large, maybe about 4 by 5 foot square sheets of it. You can get it for like $5, $6 at like an Office Depot or even an art craft or supplies. Next is my spaghetti noodle, which would be these right here. This was actually just kind of a brainstorm idea. It came to me one time. It works really well as a basic pole is what I originally thought of it for signs, and I just started expanding it, testing it out, and next thing you know I'm making street lamps, billboards, just about anything else you can think of out of this, because it works really well. And it works best for N scale, but can be used for HO or any other scale out there. Some of my examples up here are the traffic lights, which the pole that holds the traffic lights as well as the traffic lights themselves I use the spaghetti noodles for, and I'll go into a little more detail on them later. And then I have a street lamp up here, which was made with spaghetti noodle. What's nice about that is spaghetti noodle, it's very, very cheap. You can get this whole bag here. You can get it sometimes on sale for 50 cents if you can find it. Yeah. And then these also, once the lamps have been dried and finished, I glue a small wire to the back, and then that's what the lamp is hanging off of the pole from. The pole is made using the spaghetti noodle again. This one, instead of being bent, is actually supposed to look like the two metal poles bolted together. The plate in between them is thin cardboard, and then it has a similar base on it. And also I have another example here of billboard supports. This one really doesn't have too many, but it's enough to look decent, and it's enough to hold this billboard up. These are another good use of leftovers that are very often thrown out. These make very good larger piping, such as sewer drains coming off of bridges or larger buildings. They also work well on any type of roof detailing. And also, I forgot to bring an example with me. I use these to make modern artwork. I usually will take a strand of this and just braid it away. I try and get a strand that doesn't have all these little nubs in it here, and then after holding it over a flame, just start bending it in as many wacky shapes as I can until I have this little mass of bent sprue, painted some wild color, and you can sit it in front of your skyscraper. If you ever watch anyone who is getting rid of an old telephone or any type of old electronic equipment, usually the telephones work the best, because I found that the jacks on the ends of the telephone, on the ends of the telephone cords and everything, you can cut those plastic jacks off, get the wiring out, and then you can paint it silver or whatever color works for roof equipment, and you have what looks like some little air conditioning unit. And I've used that. I've used other miscellaneous parts I found, when people throw away clock radios, things of that nature. And they work really well to make unique roof details and make it stand out a little bit. Oh, since they have the majority here, I'll start talking about them next. Cars. I found they are a great substitute for people. If the layout doesn't really have anything, you add a lot of cars, and it looks almost as good. Because it looks like, well, there must be people driving those cars, so this little town is inhabited anyways. And also another unique one is this limousine here. This one I got from a board game. This is off a hotel's board game. All the board game pieces were these little limousines you're supposed to push around. I found out they're almost exactly N scale, and they were pretty well detailed for a board game piece. So I just took them, painted them. As you can see, this one was red actually. Painted them up, put taillights, everything, dressed them all up, and they looked. Somebody threw a whole box of this out. This is like floor molding. It's pretty much what this is here, running along the floor. I found on the back it has this nice ribbed siding on the back, which looks really nice for interstates and makes really good concrete walls. It's flexible, it'll bend, it's really very, very easy to cut. You can take a razor and just bend it back and it snaps off. And I've used it to make everything from the interstate walls to center dividers and all kinds of different things. It's really, really good stuff. At least once.
famous toilet tank ball. This is out of your, I think most of the older toilets should probably still have this. This is a little float ball in the toilet that'll shut the toilet on or off as it floats up and down. Now these I got when my dad was putting a new thing, and I think this was bad or something. He gave this to me, and I found that all you had to do was attach a wooden or plastic dowel to the bottom and put some legs on it, some other legs on it, and it made a really nice water tower. Fortunately, the cats destroyed this one, so I have to rebuild it. But this was on my line, and it looks pretty impressive. You can put a little light on the top and everything, and it looks like a really nice modern water tower. Well, that about wraps it up for my clinic in a nutshell. If there's any questions or comments or...
No, it's worse than I thought. Look it, each morning at 9, they stumble through the gate. Turn on the monitor. There. Zoom in. Yes. Who is that?
Well, that's Homer Simpson, sir. It's from Sector 7.
Call this Simpson to my office. Stay and watch the fun.
No, if you won't accept it, I will. Enterprise, we have Brian with his GP7 Erie.
All right, yay.
Hey, Mike,
That's not Brian's.
That's Mike.
Oh, Mike. Sorry.
Cool, thanks. Mike with his Erie GP7.
Yay! Where's my $10?
TAMR 97, please repeat your last transmission. Over. Houston, we have a problem. No, more gas station food.
No! Not gas station food!
Caller, you're starting to break up. Talk a little more slowly. Mr. Obvious is having some problems. This is Mr. Obvious, signing out.
To next time.
Next will provide better assistance for its customers and the people it serves. Community strong, community proud. CSX Transportation Rail Networks. Secret of all industry. This is Mr. Obvious. Good idea would be to watch where you're going. I almost broke my neck.
Take one.
Oh, man.
License and registration, please. Awesome. I'm really sorry. I didn't see the sign. Do you know how fast you were going, Mr. By? Oh, I thought I was only doing 40. No, you were going way over that. You were going closer to 100. I'm gonna have to write you up. No, I swear. I'm gonna have to write you up. This is unforgivable. This is terrible. You could have killed somebody. I didn't mean to, I swear, officer. Tell you what, next time I'll let you get out for warning. Now, let me tell you something. If I catch you speeding on this road again, I'm gonna pull you over and I'm gonna take your...